Yo! Welcome to Madden Simulation live on Twitch. Super Bowl 56 edition. Season finale, however you want to put it. We've been through a long season. And so I decided to do a special thing after, what, 23 simulations? Oh, see, now I gotta put myself on the spot. Because, let's see, yep, 23 different simulations, which I all pre-recorded. We come down to the final one, the one that matters the most, Super Bowl 56. So, without any further ado, let's get this party started. Woo!
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is
oh boy.
It's the Rams and the Bengals, and it comes your way. Next,
I believe, here, let's do this too. Do a little, let's have a little good old time watching this simulation. And if any of you follow me on Twitter, you know, anytime my team wins, I like to have a celebration shot and a beer. So let's just kick it off with that.
The most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. What a story. The Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. 4-11-1 last year, 2-14 the season before that. Bottom line, though, here they are.
There we go. So Cincinnati's going to get the ball first. But, oh, jeez.
Most of the guys on this team weren't even born the last time they won a playoff game.
Man, that's sad.
Not that long ago, they had a stretch where they were in the playoffs seemingly every year,
Woo.
but couldn't win a playoff game. Now they've gotten that done.
Let's just have a good old time here. Watch the game. See who's going to win it all.
Both times they ran into Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Cheers.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa.
Woo! Excuse-moi. So Cincinnati will get the ball first. Oh, it's going to be... Is that the 20? Oh, man. If he just would have took a knee, he would have been out at the 25-yard line, but nope. Man. Those are some ugly pants, I'll say that for sure. So, lots. This is sad. Just a little bit. Season coming to an end. Final game of the season. No one really expected to see the Cincinnati Bengals be in this game. LA Rams, yes, there was some admiration. Some people expected that. Let's be honest. They were just in the Super Bowl 3 years ago and just were humiliated by Tom Brady and the Patriots. And what would be Tom? No, it wasn't going to be Tom Brady's final game as a Patriot, but it would be his final Super Bowl appearance as a Patriot. I mean, we would have to wait another year in the AFC Championship game as the Chiefs. No, it wasn't even the AFC Championship game. Tennessee Titans beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in 2019 in the divisional round, and that's when I started feeling that the Titans. Oh, come on, Stafford. That was 2019. That's when I started having belief in the Tennessee Titans. And just for some reason, like, hey, the Titans, they got something. And sure, they don't have that, you know, franchise quarterback. You know, Tannehill is Tannehill. He gets the job done, but, oof. Oof. 3 and out. I missed first down then. But I mean, in 2019, that's when I started believing in the Tennessee Titans. And they got the first round bye. They were number 1 seed this year, but these Bungles found a way to get past them just because Tennessee's Tennessee, unfortunately. But Cincinnati has had an incredible season this year. Like they said, how the last 2 seasons, they were 2-14. They drafted Joe Burrow. Joe got a knee injury last year, missed it, came back. They 4-12 last year, I think they mentioned just a little bit ago. And here they are. Haven't won a playoff game in 31 years, and they've now won 3. They're 1 win away from winning their first ever Super Bowl. I believe their first world title. Because I believe when they joined the league, or they joined the AFL in '68, I think it was. Let's see. Because when the AFL formed in the 1960s, they only had 8 teams. And then Miami and Cincinnati then joined in '68 as expansion teams, and then they had the NFL-AFL merger in 1970, and 3 teams from the NFL joined the AFL teams to form the AFC, and the rest is history. No, okay, 66. That's 68. I guess 66 makes a little more sense. 67, established in May 23rd. Hey, that's my mother's birthday. They have won, they have 0 league championships. They have won 3 conference championships, 81, 88, and 2021. 10 division titles and 15 playoff appearances. First playoff appearance was 1970. And we all know, well, the history of the Cincinnati Bengals. They were founded and formed by former Cleveland Brown head coach and owner and founder Paul Brown, because more or less, I think Cleveland kicked him out. Like, sorry, Paul, you're out. And so, he went from Cleveland to Cincinnati, and founded the Bungles, and the rest is history. I mean, they do play in Paul Brown Stadium, one of the few NFL stadiums named after a person and not a sponsor. I mean, you got Lambeau and Paul Brown, I think. I don't think there's any other stadiums named after a person in the NFL that I can think of. Yeah. Okay. So after Brown's head coach. Whatever. But yeah. So I mean, Cincinnati has not won a league title. The Rams, on the other hand, let's see. The funny thing is, the Rams, they were founded in Cleveland. I think they only played 1 season in Cleveland. The franchise began in 1936 as the Cleveland Rams, based in Cleveland, Ohio. The franchise moved to Los Angeles in '46, so they were in Cleveland for 10 years. So both teams have connections in Ohio. Following the 45 NFL. They were suspended. So they were in Cleveland from 36 to 45, but they suspended operations in 43 because of the Super Bowl, World War II. Just whatever. Then they moved out to LA from 46 to 94. Then they were in St. Louis from 95 to 2015. So it was a 20-year span? Yeah, 20 years in St. Louis. And then now they're back in LA, and OBJ drops it.
too good there, and it's second down.
They do have 3 NFL championships, 2 prior to the merger, 145 when they were still in Cleveland, right? 51, and then 1 Super Bowl, and that was when that was the greatest show on turf, where they won by stopping the Titans 1 yard shy.
First carry of the game for Cam Akers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short.
Well, they've had 8 NFC or conference championships, 18 divisional championships, 31 playoff appearances. Jeez. Sheesh.
Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Ooh.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, so yeah, so. And like I said, I mean, both teams are built differently. Both teams had different routes of getting to where they are. But another 3 now for the Rams.
It's taken to the 26. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
But yeah, I mean, you have Los Angeles. Okay, let's take the Rams for a minute. Even though Cincinnati's on offense, whatever. Let's take the Rams for a minute. You know, they were in this place 3 years ago when they were in. You know, the game was in Atlanta, Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, taking on New England. LA Rams were this high-power offense. Okay, we saw them and the Chiefs had the highest scoring game in Super Bowl, or I wish, in Monday Night Football history, which annoys me just a little bit because that replaced the Packers and Washington. Oh, jeez. Who had the previous highest scoring game in Monday Night history. But, you know, records were meant to be broken. But, yeah. This high scoring Monday night game, and which was like, oh man, this easily could be a Super Bowl preview. And I mean, the Chiefs got to AFC Championship game that year. And you know they lost to New England. But anyways, Rams they made, you know, this high scoring offense, LA, and they only managed to score 3 points. 3 points in the Super Bowl. And of course, Sean McVay became the youngest head coach to ever reach the Super Bowl. He did it again. He was 33, now he's 36, but still he's younger than Mike Tomlin was when Tomlin went in, what year was that? 2008. Super Bowl 43, yeah. Ironic. It's 10 years. So, that means McVay was 23.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now.
McVay's not that much older than me. I think he's the same age as my brother. Well, Matthew Stafford and I, we're the same age. And I don't know. That just. But anyways. You know, this high-power offense, only scoring 3 points in the Super Bowl because, well, New England's always been a defense-dominated team because Bill Belichick is a defensive coach, okay? He was defensive coordinator for the Giants back in the early 90s. Woo, he's short, though. No, they gave him the first down. So, you know, McVay, more or less, he threw his quarterback, Jared Goff, under the bus, said, hey, we will have won that game if we had a quarterback. It's like, who? But yet, you know, it's not like McVay was the one that drafted Jared Goff. What year was that? Was that 2015? Or was that 2016? Well... I mean, it could have been 27. No, no.
Open man is Higgins.
No, I need to know. I need to know.
The catch there brings up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get
Jared Goff was drafted in 2016. Okay. Because it was Goff and Wentz who were drafted back to back, and that was Wentz's second year.
Again on second down. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Man, just thinking about,
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but
just thinking.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight.
Just putting two together is just rattling my head. But anyways, you know, the Rams drafted Goff, and you know, he did nothing with Jeff Fisher. And then once they fired Fisher and McVay came in, he actually exploded, and like Goff and both Wentz had like stellar second year seasons until, you know, Wentz blows out his knee. And then that was 2017. And then 2 years, that was 2 years later? Well, that'd be his third year, I guess. 2018, when the Rams, excuse me, the Rams. Okay, so there you go. Bengals get on the board first by McPherson, who more or less hasn't missed since that game against who? The Packers.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get three? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So, and time flies.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
But you know, they had coaching changes. LA. They thought they had their quarterback of the future with Goff, but you know, turned out it wasn't. Even though they made the Super Bowl highly on their offense, now their defense is stellar. And more or less this year, it's Super Bowl or bust, and they got to the Super Bowl. Now the question is, can they win? Because I mean, they traded for Stafford, they traded for Von Miller midseason, they traded for Jalen Ramsey last year midseason, they signed Odell Beckham Jr. midway through season, okay, and so they got an established quarterback, okay. Matthew Stafford is a hell of a guy. Yes, he spent, 12 years in Detroit, and you can't deny that he didn't make Detroit a better team. And yes, they had shitty seasons. Let's see. Detroit Lions, just let's see if they show me season results. All I really want to see. Second nine. They're barely moving that ball. No, don't really care about head coaches.
He was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford.
Plenty of time. I just want to see what was the worst season for.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that.
There we go. List of seasons.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
Because Stafford was drafted in 2008.
A couple of first downs on the drive already.
They went 2-14 his first year.
Stafford gonna give this to
10-6, 4-12, 7-9, 11-5, 7-9, 9-7.
He'll get a couple
9-7, 6-10, 3-12-1, and 5-11. So his worst seasons were his rookie season when they went 2-14. But 2 years later, boom, 10-6, and they're in the playoffs for the first time since '99. You know, and then they rescinded a little bit, go 4-12, 7-9, you know, almost 500 team. 2014, 11-5. If they would be in the Packers final week of that season, they would have been the number 2 seed. They would have had a first round bye. They would have had a home playoff game. Oops. But you know, and then they lose to Dallas. You know, 7-9 the following year, 9-7 the next year in 2016. Made the playoffs again, but then lose again. Then they decide to fire their head coach. They go 9-7, then 6-10, 3-12-1, 5-11, and then the first year without Stafford, 3-13-1. So I mean, it's not like Stafford had horrible seasons in Detroit. Oh, look at that bounce. So I mean, and I ain't gonna look at Stafford's career marks and so forth, but I mean, he had a hell of a career in Detroit. He did raise the bar for them. I mean, they haven't had an established quarterback in Detroit since what, the 50s, when they actually won championships. And I believe he has most of the Detroit franchise records. It seemed like every year he was at least a 4,000 to 5,000 yard passing quarterback.
1st and 10 at the 19. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
But I mean, he's not perfect. He still throws interceptions. He throws, pick sixes, but coming to an established team like Los Angeles, or a better environment maybe, he has thrived. And he's made the playoffs 3 times, 0-3. Now 4th time's a charm. This time in LA, he wins his first. He wins his second. He wins his third. He's in the Super Bowl. And there's been plenty of established quarterbacks that have never got to the Super Bowl. Like Dan Phelps, Phillip Rivers. Hell, you can say Tony Romo as a player. And there's been plenty of other quarterbacks who have made it to the Super Bowl and been on winning teams. Like, how the hell do they have a ring? Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Joe Flacco, and Nick Foles, and those two are both Super Bowl MVPs. Just because, a quarterback usually wins MVP because they're the most valuable player. If a team didn't have a quarterback, they wouldn't have a valuable player. So, I mean, here we go. Rams on the march on 1st and goal. They get down to a 3-second goal. And then, okay, so the Rams it's all or nothing this year. And they have sacrificed first-round draft picks. They have sacrificed other draft picks to have this team, which is easy. Walked in. I mean, there are 2 ways of doing this, of building a successful team, and we kind of see that from both teams with the Rams and the Bengals. With the Rams basically trading, signing high-name free agents, trading for veteran players. That all they need is that established leadership and so forth, if you want to put it that way. Okay? Well, on the flip side, Cincinnati, they got a second-year head coach who in my opinion, kind of got robbed for Coach of the Year. Unlike Matt LaFleur, and I will go over the NFL awards and the 2022 Hall of Fame class for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And but Cincinnati, they sucked. They stank. That's why they're called the Bungles instead of the Bangles from time to time. Oh, it takes that 2, 3, whatever. Get up to the 20, okay. And they build it through the draft. They have some free agents. I don't know if they had some big free agent signings, but I mean, okay, so from 2011 to 2015, like I've said dozens of times in the last few Madden simulations, is that head coach Marvin Lewis took the Bengals with his quarterback Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. Oh man, I hope that whatever. The Red Rifle and AJ Green as his number 1 favorite target. Oh, intercepted! 10, 5, touchdown Rams! Woo! And there was a statistic where the team that recorded a pick 6 in the Super Bowl won 100% of the time. But I want to say Super Bowl 51 broke that. Woo, nearly blocked. But just like that, the Rams are up 14-3. But hey, these Bungles are a second half team. We saw what happened in the AFC Championship game, down 21-3 at one point. But anyways, the Bengals, how they built this team, let's say before that pick 6 was Bengals made the playoffs 5 straight years under Marvin Lewis, AJ Green, and Andy Dalton, and won and done. 5 years straight, and then Marvin Lewis left. I think did they go straight from Marvin Lewis to Zach Taylor? Let's go Cincinnati.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
No,
he's got to dig deep here.
Bengals.
He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press, you'll make things
Head coach, list of head coaches.
In this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass.
Oh, Paul Brown was only there for 8 seasons. Forrest Gregg was the head coach for them, former Packer. Dave Shula. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So Marvin Lewis was the head coach from 2003 to 2018. Okay, and then he either contract expired or he resigned. I forget which one. But then Zach Taylor took over in 2019. This is then his 3rd season, I guess. 2nd season? I don't know. What's the... He spent entire NFL head coaching career with the... Okay, yeah. Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau. Well, I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah.
Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get
is he actually healthy for the game?
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made
I guess it has to be Zach Taylor's third season then if he started in 2019.
He gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And, you know, was potentially on the hot seat, I guess.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And, okay, so, you know, Marvin Lewis, 2003 to 2018. And I think they made the playoffs 7 times under his coaching. At least 7 times under his leadership, and was 0-7. It's like, how do you make the playoffs that many times and can't manage to get past 1 game? Because I think in 2005, that was the year that Carson Palmer, I want to say it was 2005, it was the year that Carson Palmer got rolled up in the playoff game. They were the best team in the AFC North for sure. I don't think they were the best team overall. But, you know, they lost to Pittsburgh in the playoffs, and I think that was the year that Pittsburgh went on to win the Super Bowl. I could be getting my games mixed up, but I know that was I'm pretty sure that was a playoff game, not the last game of the season. But you know, Marvin Lewis, you know, he did a hell of a job as the head coach for Cincinnati. Just couldn't make win the playoffs. You know, has ups, has downs. Had a great tenure there. Finally said, you know, after 2018, yeah, I'm done. Then they hired Zach Taylor. They stank his first season. Can't help that. They drafted Joe Burrow. I don't know the other draft picks. I mean, this past season they drafted Jamar Chase. And, you know, what, former Bayou Bengals, LSU Tigers. And this year they just had a hell of a run, you know. I mean, let's take a look at that right now. Oh, come on. Oh, excuse-moi. Oh, down at the toe. How you let them just run right through you like that? LA. So how did Cincinnati get here? No one picked the Bungles to get here. No one expected the Bungles to, you know, win the AFC North. Everyone was picking the other team from Ohio. Oh, it's the Cleveland Browns. Them Browns, them stinky Browns. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2002. They won their first playoff game this century. Oh, that's a... Oh, man, I was going to say that was a touchdown, but they stopped them. But, you know, like last year, the Browns, they surprised a bunch of people. You know? And... you know, because the Browns, they snuck in the playoffs. They won a playoff game. They beat Pittsburgh, but then, you know, they got demolished by Kansas City. And shy, 1 yard shy. And, you know, Cincinnati, no one really picked them. I don't think that. Probably finished last in the AFC North because how Pittsburgh did last year, how the Ravens have done the last few years. Cleveland, everyone thought they were on the upswing. Touchdown, Jamar Chase. And, you know, everyone's all high on that Cleveland train. Riding the train high off the Browns just because they had a winning season and a semi-established a quarterback for once. It's like, no, Cleveland was not going to make it to the AFC Championship game. Cleveland wasn't going to make it to the Super Bowl. maybe the playoffs again, maybe win the AFC North, but I wasn't on that. I wasn't riding that train. But you know, Cincinnati here. This is who they've. Well, here we go. Cincinnati went 3-0 in the post. Yeah, duh. I thought it was their preseason. They were 1-2 in the preseason. I'm like, well, no, whatever. Oh, but here, anyways. So, Cincinnati started the season at home, hosting the Minnesota Vikings, and I remember watching most of that game. Cincinnati got out to an early lead. Minnesota's like, hey, no, we're not gonna let this happen. Whew. And Minnesota forced overtime. They clawed their way back. They go to overtime. I think Minnesota missed a field goal in overtime. Cincinnati game winner as time expires, and McPherson, whatever his name is, the legend is born. Week 2, they had the Chicago, and they fall short. Close game, lost by 3 to the Bears. Oh. But then, you know, their big win of the game, big win of the season to start at that point, they had the Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers 24-10. It's like, whoa. Maybe Cincinnati's onto something. Short week, win on the last second field goal. They beat Jacksonville. It's like, okay. They barely beat Jacksonville. Okay, barely. So let's not get high on that train quite yet for those the Queen City Bangles. They got 10 days off. They got to play Green Bay, and the infamous exchange of missed field goals. Okay, so Green Bay missed an extra point early in the game. It's like, okay, whatever. And I forget if it was like 3-something left in the fourth. Green Bay and Cincinnati exchanged like, what, 5 missed field goals? I think it was 3 and 2. Green Bay had a chance to take the lead with like, I forget, like 3-something left in the game. And Crosby missed. Okay. Cincinnati moves the ball. And they have a chance to. Let's see.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so Cincinnati tied the game with 7:53 in the third. In the fourth. No, in the fourth. Okay. 7:53 in the fourth. They tied the game. And with 1:15 left in the game. Was it 1:15? No. It took 1:15. That took. So that was Cincinnati tied the game with 3:27, and there's 3:27 left in the game. 3:27 was left in the game. Game's all tied up 22-22. First play, Rodgers throws to the Jones, and he goes 57 yards. The Cincinnati's 18. And then they went 3-0 basically, so they're still at no. 4th and 23. So at 2:14 left in the game, Mason Crosby trots out for a 36-yard field goal attempt. No good. He misses it. Wide left. Okay. Cincinnati gets the ball where he missed it. And they get the ball down to Green Bay's. Oh, that's. What is that? 47 then? Down to Green Bay's 40-yard line. They try a 57-yard field goal with 26 seconds left, and McPherson misses it. No good. Hits the upright. Okay, Green Bay still has a chance. Took 3 plays, 21 seconds. They get down to Cincinnati's 33-yard line. Crosby tries a 51-yard field goal. Wide left. We go to overtime. Cincinnati wins the coin toss, and Burrow throws an interception. Green Bay, 5 plays, negative 5 yards. They're at Cincinnati's 22-yard line. Crosby, wide left. Okay, Cincinnati gets the ball. 7 plays, 38 yards, 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Just a second.
They get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there. Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time they have to throttle.
Probably have to get a lozenge in a minute.
You know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
So they got redemption. Had a chance to get the ball. Oh, get the ball. They get down to Green Bay's 32-yard line, and McPherson missed a 49-yard field goal attempt. Wide left. And he's like, "You're kidding me, right?" Green Bay, 6 plays, 29 yards, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. They get down to Cincinnati's 32 yards. Cincinnati's 32. Oh, Burrow's under pressure. He gets it off, but it's 4th down. Crosby tries a 49-yard field goal. Good. Green Bay wins. And I don't think McPherson missed another field goal after that game, to be honest. Oops.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
All right, just a second.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 20.
So at that point, they were 3-2, Cincinnati. And they took on Detroit. They handled Detroit. They took on Baltimore the following week. They destroyed Baltimore. It was another eye shocker. But then Halloween, and the legend of Mike White was born. Cincinnati loses to the Jets, 34-31. To make them go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-3. Next, the following week, they lose to Cleveland, so they're 5-4, heading into the bye week. Ooh, plenty of time for Stafford. Plenty of time, too much time. And couldn't connect. So they're 5-4 into their Week 10 bye. Week 11, destroy Vegas. Week 12, destroy Pittsburgh. But then they host the LA Chargers, lost. They got humiliated. They hosted San Francisco, lost in overtime. They scored first on their opening drive, but it was a field goal. San Francisco entered with a touchdown. Game over. But then they beat Denver. They beat Baltimore, and their biggest win of the year so far, or at that time, beat the Chiefs at home to improve their record to, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10? Yeah. 10-5. Week 18, they didn't care. They were in the playoffs. And 10-6, I mean. Now they were 10-7. Record record. 10-7. They were the AFC North champions. They were making the playoffs for the first time since the 2015 season. And they get to host the Las Vegas Raiders.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
And, you know, team they saw in the regular season, and they beat them. What happened? Same thing. They beat them again in the postseason. For the first time in 31 years, they won their first playoff game. Following week, They head to Tennessee to take on the #1 team in the conference. And it came down to the nitty-gritty. They had an early lead. Tennessee was able to tie it up. Tennessee had the ball late and had position to take the lead at least. And Tannehill threw an interception. Tannehill had a chance, but nope. Throws an interception. Cincinnati gets in field goal range. Good. They're going to the AFC Championship game the first time since the 1988 season. And you know what? Cincinnati, their 2 other previous appearances in championship games, 2-0. So they were perfect in championship games. They head to Kansas City, who they beat in the jungle week 17. But now they're in Kansas City's home turf. Kansas City just jumps out to a 21-3 lead. Cincinnati claw their way back. And I think they were winning 24-21 at one point. They took the lead late. Cleveland. I mean, they seem like Cleveland in the second half. Kansas City couldn't score at all until the final play of the regulation, the forced overtime. Kansas City wins the coin toss. Everyone's like, yeah, because the previous week Kansas City made the forced overtime. But the thing is, no team has won back-to-back overtime games in the postseason. And since they won last week, that means they're going to lose. And that's what happens. Mahomes throws an interception. Cincinnati just marches down that field, kicks the game winner, and here they are. Here they are. They're in the Super Bowl. They don't have to wait until the second half to talk about the LA Rams. Because at halftime I got run to the bathroom, but I'll leave this play. So here we go. Can Cincinnati get some points before halftime? Crucial 3rd and 1. They have all 3 timeouts, so it's not a big deal. Oh, is that Higgins?
It's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
I guess did they take a timeout? No, they didn't. Clock's still going. About a minute left in the first half. Handoff to Mixon. Now they take a timeout. It's like, why? Another fun note, this is the second time that a team playing the Super Bowl is playing on their home field. Unfortunately, they are not the home team. Another handoff on 2nd and 10. They're going to call they call another time. Okay, why do you run the ball on 1st and 2nd down with less than a minute left in the first half and then wasting your timeouts?
55 seconds to go until halftime.
This is one reason why I hate Madden. One of the reasons I hate Madden.
Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going for it all.
Touchdown.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
I mean, it paid off, I guess, but
Higgins, 28 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
yeah.
That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half.
And Cincinnati gets the ball in the second half early.
There could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Well, 49 seconds, 3 timeouts. Can LA march down the field to get a field goal before halftime? It's possible.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion.
Okay, they're at their own 25. 49 seconds left. Stafford in shotgun. Takes the snap. Lots of time. Throws to his left. And complete. Oh, no, they gave him.
That's good for only a couple. But that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They're going to have to burn a timeout.
The hands of Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bengals going to signal.
Oh, so Cincinnati called a timeout. Because that was 3rd down? Oh, jeez. Okay, so Cincinnati's out of timeout. Punts it away.
He deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Takes it about the 21-yard line, gets up to the 29. 24 seconds, not much time. And how Madden does this crap is that Joe Burrow's going to probably throw a 50-yard pass. They won't hurry up and the half will expire.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. Second and 10.
to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here.
No.
As the clock continues.
That looks like that'll be the last play of the half. I'm going to run to the bathroom. We'll have halftime, and I'll be right back.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bengals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15.
Got me another beer.
The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
So, just before halftime, we saw how Cincinnati's path to make it to the Super Bowl. It was a little above average. They were divisional champions. They did have a bunch of hiccups, but I mean, I think the one thing Cincinnati never really had that blowout. You know, just a quick looky again. They had several games that went to overtime, where they were on the winning side of some and, you know, losing side of others. But I mean, in their losses, okay, their losses, Cleveland and the Chargers. Those were the 2 blowouts. So there were 2 blowouts. And anytime you play divisional foe, okay, in my opinion, it's anything can happen. You know, and the game against Chargers, I don't know what happened. Oh, excuse me. But, so yeah, there were 2 blowouts this year, and they were, you know, I'm not sure if those games really have anything in common. Oh, plenty of time for Burrow, but he slings it across to Higgins. So,
that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey,
how did
nice first down.
the Rams get here? You know, a team that was expected to get here. Well, in the preseason, they were 0-3 in the preseason, losing to the Chargers, Raiders, and the Broncos. But they started week 1 at home. I believe it was Sunday Night Football, hosting the Bears, and they just took care of business. Matthew Stafford's like, hey, I know how to beat these guys.
Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action. Other times you say, okay, they got him on that one.
And then week 2, they had a close one against. Oh, he got hit as he threw it. They take on They take on Indianapolis. They win in a squeaker. Then they host the defending Super Bowl champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in SoFi, and boom, another dominating, convincing win. So they go up 3-0. Then they host Arizona. And it's going to be, I thought it was going to be intercepted. Is that 4th and 10 now? Okay. So they host Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They take care of business. Boom. Then they host Arizona. We're the new sheriffs in town. The Arizona Cardinals. They beat the Rams. That was their first loss of the season at the beginning of October. But then they go on a little roll. You know, they bounce back. Woo! Ball's at the 1. Anyways, the Rams bounce back. They had the Seattle. They take care of the Seahawks. They head to New York. They beat the Giants. They host the Lions, Stafford's old team, Goff's new team, and it's like, easy peasy. But they win by 8. They win by 9. Okay. Halloween, they had the Houston, got a commanding lead. Houston came back a little bit, but not really. And boom, took care of business. But then the calendar flipped. Oh, here we go. 1st and 10. Safety! All you gotta do is just turn. Wow. All you gotta do is follow his blocker. That's all Akers had to do is follow your blocker. Follow your damn blocker. Anyways, month of November, calendar flipped. Here we go, November 7th. LA hosted Tennessee. Tennessee took care of business. Pick 6, touchdown, whatever. Okay. The Rams head to San Francisco. Team they haven't beat in 3 years. Still couldn't beat them. They have lost 5 straight to the 49ers. And they got humiliated. Okay, bye week. They get a bye week. Okay. Then they head to Lambeau, take on the Green Bay Packers. Packers win in convincing fashion, dominating fashion. They lose 3 straight games. But reality check came in. Calendar flipped again. Sure, they took part in no-win November, but now it is now December. Okay? And they get an easy one. They host Jacksonville, demolish them. Head out to Arizona. They get, hopefully revenge game. They beat the Cardinals. They bounce back. Cardinals on the slide. Rams back up. Heading back up. They host Seattle. Take care of business there. Head to Minnesota. Take care of the Vikings. Head out east. Take on Baltimore. They win by 1. Excuse me. So they were 12-4 heading to Week 18. They already won, or I shouldn't say, they already clinched the playoff berth. A win, they would win the NFC West. Plus, they would knock the 49ers out of the playoffs. Unfortunately, they lost. They lost the 49ers, going up 17-0, and losing in overtime. San Francisco wins 27-24. Lucky for the Rams, Arizona lost earlier that day, and they win the West. So division champions, 4th seed in the NFC. So, who they play in the first round of the playoffs in Super Wildcard Weekend? Arizona. They host Arizona, and they just put a pounding on them and showed Arizona, you were great in the first half of the season, but then you stunk in the second half and shouldn't have been the 5th seed and should not be in the playoffs.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And then divisional round, they head out east. They take on the 2 seed, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in a thriller. They jump out to a huge lead. just to give it up and let Tampa Bay tie it. But, what was it, 49 seconds was way too much for Matthew Stafford and company. Couple plays, and a game-winning field goal. As time expires, they win. They head to NFC Championship game for the first time in 3 years, and this time they actually host. Oh, excuse me. But who are they playing against? They're playing against the San Francisco 49ers, who beat them 6 times prior. And the only other time they played in the playoffs, the only other time they played in the playoffs was, I think, the 88 season, in the postseason. It was an NFC Championship game, and the 49ers won. I think it was 88 season, but it doesn't really matter. And the 49ers have no offense. Okay, let's be honest. They have no offense. Their defense and special teams won that game against Green Bay because Green Bay has no special teams. And their offense wasn't going to score any points. But anyways, San Francisco up late, had a chance to seal the deal. Nope. A give-me interception from Stafford to the 49ers dropped. And then what happened? LA, I forget, they got the field goal, tie it, another field goal to win it. And boom, here they are. They're in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Woo, 4th down. So with a field goal would make it 22-14. So if the Rams get a touchdown, they need to go for 2. So there you go. They're going for it on 4th down. Nope. And it's incomplete. Wow, why? Kick the field goal. You have one of the most successful, or I should say, not just successful, consistent. Consistent is more the word. Consistent field goal kicker in the league with McPherson, and you would go up by 8, which would force the Rams to go for 2 if they got a touchdown. They still go. The Rams would still go for 2 if they got a touchdown. Yeah, they would they will no matter what, I think, because analytics. But it makes no sense. You get that 1-score lead, and with them going for 2 doesn't mean it's a guarantee. Plenty of time, but he's under pressure. He throws it away. But Cooper Kupp was in the vicinity. Excusez-moi. Oh, let's see how this drive goes. Let's see if the Rams can bounce back. If they can move this ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And was it some fun facts? Joe Burrow is the most sacked quarterback. Oh, he trucked him. Most sacked quarterback all season. And it's the first time ever that quarterback made the playoffs. I mean, he was sacked 9 times in that Tennessee divisional round game. For the 56th year in a row, the quarterback that led the league in passing yards has not won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady led the league in passing yards. Yeah, he failed to reach a championship game for the first time since 2010. Sounds about right. Because that's the first time he's lost in the divisional round. No, my mistake.
Here's Johnny Hacker now.
Since the 2019 season. And going away, no fair catch, and he is hit as he catches it. It was 4th and inches too. Come on.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field, and on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this year?
That makes no sense.
I don't think it changes much for the head
No
coach,
effing
because
sense
this is what he
to go for it on 4th and 3 instead of kicking the field goal.
on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to.
I mean, the defense held, they forced LA to punt, but still. Imagine if you got that field goal, you kick the ball, force a 3 and out, you got the ball back, you're up by 8.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Now it's Burrow.
Plenty of time, and he's going to get sacked! Oh, where'd that ball go?
Aaron Donald with a sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions.
Okay. So, 3rd and 15, super long for the Bungles. Donald on touch, and he just ramsacks him as the ball goes flying away. Okay, let's see if I can find it.
After that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw.
Oh, another deflection.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, come on. I just want an article. Okay, whatever.
As the drive goes back, so he's on to punt it away.
We'll do this first. Okay, he's at the 35 and gets up to the 37. We'll do NFL honors first.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
11th annual? That sounds alright. And you know what? Hey, this is the 11th annual NFL honors. So, obviously, last year was virtual because of COVID and so on and so forth. And
Good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
this is the first time they return in person and to the place of the screen. Follow your blocker. You got cut back to the left. Anyways, I love the idea of the NFL honors. You have all these awards. Let's turn into an award show. Perfect thing. It's always been the night before. Now it's the Thursday. This year was the Thursday before the Super Bowl, whatever, leading up. The Super Bowl week is just awesome. Okay. Oh, Akers, he has room. Juking and jiving. Because you start off with the crappy 2-hand touch Pro Bowl, which I'm not going to talk about at all because it is what it is. Maybe, to some extent, make that an international game. Get your best players, send them overseas, let them play in front of international crowds. You want to play 2-hand touch with them? Fine. Speaking of international games, NFL is going to Germany. Munich, I think it was. Guten Tag. But, anyways. I just love the idea. Make it a big deal. I mean... Oh, there we go. 9 for 19, 86 yards. Has his first catch, too. But, I mean... It's mainly Associated Press that names the award winners. And most of these guys and gals never put on the shoulder pads, never laced up some cleats and so on and so forth, but they think they know who's the best.
On 1st and 10,
I still think it should be a peer award.
It's caught by OBJ. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
But anyways, I like it that they're making a big deal, fancy things, so on and so forth. So this is the 11th annual for the awards for the 2021 season. So I'm just going to scroll down here and work my way up. Oh no, we'll skip. We'll save that for last. So,
So it leaves him with a 3rd and
okay, I'm not even quite sure. Well, apparently you had the Bart Star Award, which is the athlete in action, given to the best exemplifies outstanding character and leadership in the home, on the field, and community. Okay. Oh, that award went to Russell Wilson. You got Rooney Award. It's outstanding sportsmanship on the playing field, and that went to Matthew Slater of the New England Patriots. The Deacon Jones Award is the Defense Player of the Year. Oh no, list to recognize the season leader in sacks. Okay, that was C.J. Watt, who tied Mike.
Here's Stafford.
Oh, and that's a horse honky of a sack. Michael Strahan. I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, T.J. Watt tied Michael Strahan for most sacks in a single season. Oh, he just got bull rush, and his offensive player just knocked him over. Then we have the Bud Light Celly of the Year, which goes to Christian Wilkins of the Miami Dolphins. DraftKings Daily Fantasy Player of the Year went to Cooper Kupp of the LA Rams.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung
Oh, here's I think the Rams would kick a field goal if they don't get a touchdown here. I don't think they'd go for it. On their 17-yard line, 3rd and goal, after that sack on 1st and goal. No pressure, plenty of time. Lines collapsing. Stafford, he throws it away. You don't throw it away on 3rd and goal.
great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one
So here comes Gay to pull within 2. Unless they're toying with us. Nope.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through.
So 2-point game.
Cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there.
So the Bridgestone Performance Play of the Year goes to Justin Tucker for kicking a
you're happy to take him.
career-long NFL record 66-yard field goal in Detroit. Let's see. He joins other winners such as the award was first founded in 2011. Randall Cobb's 108-yard kickoff return on the season opener against the Saints. 2012, Ray Rice shovel pass to convert a 4th and 29. Oh, I can't remember that play.
Take it in at the 3.
And those type of plays just piss me off, okay?
Chalk of the 20.
When it's 3rd and long, 4th and whatever, and it's you hand the ball off or you just throw a little pass and they just get the first down. It's like, how do you let them run 30 yards to get a first down? Anyways, 2013 Play of the Year was Calvin Johnson leaving catch in the end zone, triple coverage versus Cincinnati. I don't know if I remember that one. I remember this one. That was in 2014. Odell Beckham Jr.'s one-handed touchdown catch while falling backwards versus Dallas. 2015, I'll never forget. Sacked! Is that Ramsey? Ramsey with the sack. Aaron Rodgers to Richard Rodgers, the Miracle in Motown, game-winning Hail Mary as time expires versus Detroit. That's 2015. 2016, Mike Evans, one-handed catch where the ball was delivered high and slightly behind Evans, instantly managed to get 2 feet down along the sidelines, and Evans absorbed a vicious hit and somehow held on to the ball. Oh, they get to him again! Okay, and then Case Keenum to Stephon Diggs, Minneapolis Miracle. That was the divisional game against the Saints. Oh, that was the Miracle in Miami. Okay, 2018, where it was the last second laterals. 2019, Matt Hatton, Jason Sanders. Mountaineer shot, punter throws a touchdown to kicker. Okay.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
And last year was Cal Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. Okay.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get
we move on. That was the performance play of the year. FedEx Ground play of the year was on Wisconsin. Jonathan Taylor was the FedEx round. FedEx Air was Tom Brady. So we start the. Take a little break.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over.
So basically, starting the fourth quarter, LA is down by 2. It's 19-17. Relatively close game, which I think most people are expecting. But we go back to the awards. Salute to Service Award presented by the USAA. That is, it doesn't really tell me what, but it goes to Andrew Beck, the fullback for Denver. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, which honors a player's volunteer and charity work as well as his excellence on the field, goes to Andrew Whitworth of the LA Rams. The AP Comeback Player of the Year is none other than Joe Burrow. Oh, he throws that away. Now it's 39. He had torn ACL last year, came back, and it just looks like he hasn't missed a step. AP Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. Oh, I know I've heard them pronounce that name. Dallas Cowboys. Lots of time for Stafford, but overthrows his target, and they have to punt it away. AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. No surprise to some extent. About the only time you see a wide receiver win an award, it's like if it's offense, sure, wide receiver, a running back can win the award. But if it's MVP, no, it's always a quarterback. Let's be honest. They never win Offensive Player of the Year because they don't play offense. They're MVP. Anywho. Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. AP Defensive Player of the Year, on Wisconsin once again, TJ Watt. Joining his brother and becoming the first brother duo to win the award. Congratulations to the Watts. AP Offense Player of the Year goes to Cooper Kupp. No doubt, Matthew Stafford's favorite target this year.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And
That's caught by Chase.
and the AP Assistant Coach of the Year goes to a former head coach, former Super Bowl appearance. I think he won a ring with Seattle. He had the biggest collapse in Super Bowl history as a head coach. He has rebounded as defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. It's none other than Dan Quinn. Oh, Ramsey gets the interception! But no one touched him. Ooh, I'm confused here. Oh, no, okay, they say he touched him. Jalen Ramsey with the interception. I'm sure they're going to go to the booth to make sure he had control of it.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Then the AP Coach of the Year
They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously a touchdown
is Mike Vrabel of Tennessee. He lost his best player midway through season, and they still won the number 1. They still get the 1 seed in the AFC, but lost to these Bungles because they don't have a reliable quarterback. Stafford hits his receiver. But I have a little beef here with Coach of the Year. In the last 3 seasons, there's only been one coach that has won 13 games, has had consistency, has made the playoffs 3 straight years, number 1 seed twice, made to their conference championship games twice in 3 years. You know, like I said, they've won a total of 39 games in their first 3 years as a head coach. And I'm talking about Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur, for a 3rd straight year, has been screwed out of winning Coach of the Year. And they say, oh, well, they got Aaron Rodgers. It's like, yeah, so? He took a team that missed the playoffs 2 years in a row, that fired their coach, over halfway through the season, turned everything around, became the best, worst 13-3 team, and made 2 straight NFC Championship games his first 2 years. Unfortunately, he failed his 3rd year. Come on, first down. And he gets no rewards for it, no accomplishments. Like, yeah, hey, you got the best player in the league, but you're not the best coach. Look what he did. Look what okay, these are the coaches that won Coach of the Year over Matt LaFleur. We all know Mike Vrabel. Oh, man. Kevin Stefanski of Cleveland. Okay. Last year. And then John Harbaugh 2 years ago. It's like, come on. Why? Has a Packer head coach ever won Coach of the Year? That's what I want to know. Oh, Lindy Infante did back in '89.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to
Anyone prior to him?
a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this.
Yeah, Vince Lombardi, his first year. That's when that was his 3rd year of existence. Like horse honky.
That means an awful lot.
They'd really like to make the short.
And of course, last but not least, is the AP Most Valuable Player. And Stafford gets rid of it. No, okay, so the Rams have a chance to take a 1-point lead with a made field goal. And with all this liquid I've been drinking, I gotta run to the bathroom once again. It is what it is, you know what I mean? There's no pausing. I'm not gonna miss anything unless they return the touchdown. But we'll have a little pause about league MVP. There, the kick is good. I'll be right back.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Joe Burrow in the Bengals set to go back on offense. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
Anyways, let's get back to where I just was. I mean,
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
AP Most Valuable Player Award for the 2nd straight year and for the 4th time in his career, Aaron Rodgers. And in his acceptance speech, he's like, "Well, I'd like to thank Mark, Brian, you know, everyone. Oh, he got hit and intercepted. And the Rams are in beautiful position. And okay, so they have a 1-point lead. So no, Cincinnati now would have to go for 2 if they get touchdown. If the Rams get touchdown. But Aaron Rodgers wins Most Valuable Player for the first time.
And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
For the first time in his career, he won it back-to-back. The 4th time in his career, he's won it. Only Peyton Manning has won it more times. He joins Brett. He joined Brett Favre last year for winning 3. He surpassed Brett Favre winning more MVPs. The Green Bay Packers as a team has had 10 MVPs. 4 from Rodgers, 3 from Favre, and then Horning, Taylor, and Starr under Lombardi. But unfortunately for Aaron Rodgers, I was talking about his acceptance speech. He thanked the GM, the president. Said 17 wonderful years. But he didn't say anything about I'm coming back or I want I hope to start over somewhere else. And that it was kind of blunt. And we'll see. Touchdown Rams! Stafford to Cooper Kupp!
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
They're not home, but I mean, I could easily talk about how much tickets are, but no. So about 7:38 left in the game. The LA Rams take they extend their lead by 8. But I want to go back talking about Aaron Rodgers just for a wee bit because he won his 4th league MVP. Only Peyton Manning has won it more times. Was it? Oh, that's what I was going to look up. He's the first one to win back-to-back league MVPs since Tom Brady did it in. Oh. I have to look. I think it was the 08-09 season. I could be mistaken.
Cincinnati now
Ooh, MVP Super Bowl curse. I'll look at that in a minute.
Time here in the fourth quarter, just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little.
Yeah, Brett Favre has won the award 3 straight times. He's the first and only player to do such. Manning has won it 5 times. So here we go. The last time we had, it was, yeah, Peyton Manning, 08 and 09. And
trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
So it's been a while since we had back-to-back champions. Like I said, the 2008-2009 season, Peyton Manning won his 3rd and 4th. And Rodgers won his 3rd and 4th. Same thing. 3rd and 4th was back-to-back for both those. Plenty of time, but now he's going to run with it. He's at the 40. He slides at the 41-yard line. Oh, whatever. Give him. F and A, what was that?
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down.
Dang it, I just had something. But here we go. We have about 6 minutes left. Burrow throws to it. No, he's short of the first down. It's what now? 3rd and 3? Yeah, 3rd and 3 at their own 44-yard line. Time is ticking away for these Bungles of the Queen City. See, I would love to be watching the game and live streaming. Ooh, incomplete. So 5:56 left in the game. 4th and 3. All 3 timeouts. Does Cincinnati go for it? I think not. I think they're going to punt. The ball's on their own 44. Woo. Defense is still out there, looks like. Nope, here's the punting unit. And if the Rams, oh no, ball's at the 3. Woo! Well, we saw what happened with the ball being placed at the 1. Matthew Stafford, 15 for 31, 131 yards and a touchdown. That's not good. That's not good stats, but they got an 8-point lead. And all they gotta do is play smart. They play smart, they can win it right here. They don't have to turn, they don't have to score. They can hang on to the ball and run out the clock. And 2-yard gain though. 23 carries for 9. Was that 99 yards?
Such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line. They got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection.
Clock is ticking away.
Extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball
and
move forward.
Another safety! You gotta be kidding me. Now, Cincinnati's down by 6.
A lot of the times on the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety.
Akers did not pick up his block. Stafford gets sacked. Akers was the one that gave up the save, was stopped. Oh, here we go. Cincinnati now is only down by 6. That's a big deal.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
33. I think that's a generous spot. 5 minutes. Cincinnati gets the ball back. Just down by 6 now. Touchdown, we'll tie it. Extra point, we'll give them a 1-point lead. That's so ridiculous. I don't think we've had 2 safeties in the same Super Bowl. I could be mistaken. I know there have been safeties in the Super Bowl. So here we go. Cincinnati has a chance to turn this around.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Back to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon.
First down.
They get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
First down, here's Burrow. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a second.
So what do we got? We got 4:24 left. Let's put this away. Let's focus on I guess.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to
Chase. Burrow, 298 yards. Oh my. Chase, 4 catches for something or other. 4:17 and counting. 3rd and 4. This might be 4 down territory for Cincinnati with all 4 timeouts, but I mean, who knows?
Again, it's Burrow.
Ooh, hits his man.
Find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put
Cincinnati's putting pressure on the Rams.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, yeah, he got his feet in bounds. Yeah, there's the perfect mic position.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
No, and they hand the ball off to Mixon, and oh, he gets about 4 or 5 yards. 2nd and 5. 3.5 and counting.
Get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant
Time is ticking away. They need to get a touchdown to take the lead, or to tie the game. Extra point to take the lead.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Mixing up the middle, gets the 1st down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here.
It's going to get to about 2:20 before they snap it, I think. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Field goal will do nothing for Cincinnati. They need a touchdown.
They will throw on 1st.
Plenty of time. Pressure. Oh, jeez. 2:22 left in the game. They're at LA's 22-yard line. 2nd and oh man, hand the ball off to Mixon. He runs it up to the 19, 18-yard line. That'll take us to 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Talking to the audience.
Because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
4th quarter.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Oh, wide open.
Find his running back, Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really.
So what, we got a minute 40 and counting. The ball's at the 3-yard line. No huddle. Yeah, whatever.
Most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
There you go. There's a touchdown.
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon there to make the ground.
So the game is tied.
Extra point away from taking the lead in the
Woo.
fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important
So
extra
1-point lead.
and that is going to put them
Rams
by a point.
just need a field goal to take the lead.
Try to finish.
Give up 2 safeties. This is ridiculous. Woo!
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, that's a short kick. Oh, maybe not. So Neal, ball's at the 25.
Start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
3 timeouts. LA just needs to get in field range. Stafford has sucked tonight.
27, less than 90 seconds to go.
But, well, no, the last time they had the ball, they
First and 10.
were at their own 3 and gave up a safety. I think it was a drive prior to that. They moved the ball. Cooper Kupp gets the touchdown. So, let's see. Now, they only got to go about, yeah, I better not run the ball. Look at that. Look at that time in the pocket. Down the field.
Throw deep downfield.
Catch.
And he
Oh!
catch on the sideline. Now the Bengals
First
use the
and 10 at the Cincy's 21. All they got to do is, run the clock. No, it was not intercepted. It was caught by the Rams. They just need Cincinnati to call 2 more timeouts. Oh, dang it.
First and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a run.
Akers, gets about 2 yards, 3 yards. Timeout, Cincinnati. Waste their timeouts.
Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the side.
Well, the Rams just need to get a first down. Cincinnati calls their last timeout. Rams run 2 more running plays, call their final timeout, and attempt the game-winning field goal.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll go again.
Oh, flag on the field.
With a marker on the field.
Holding.
So let's see about the call.
Wow. Instead of 31, it's 2nd and 12.
Was holding from that left tackle position.
And I think that's the first penalty of the game. These teams have been playing it pretty clean. So that saves Cincinnati from using their final timeout. Those bastards.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Well, still, Rams have control.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers and a short gain here.
So final timeout by Cincinnati.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams
I'm sure the Rams are going to run the ball. They can take the play clock down to, well, depends. 40 seconds. That'd be about 20-something seconds. Don't pass it, or at least to a screen. There you go. Run the ball.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So we're in the running room that he had in the first half go, because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So, well, I don't know. The Rams might not call their final timeout.
So on 4th down, out trots
Can
the
the Rams take the lead with Gay?
here in the final minute. And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead.
It's not over yet.
Final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled...
So 20 seconds, no timeout. Cincinnati needs to get in the field goal range. Is that too much time for Joe Burrow and company? No, it's not enough time for Joe Burrow and company. Not with that offensive line in real life. And, well, I'm hoping that, you know, this is what we expect to see on Super Bowl Sunday, a nice competitive game. I don't think we're going to see 2 safeties. Oh, it gets at the 5, 6, whatever. Okay.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
But I'll say this now. My pick, jeez, 36 for 50, 34 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. A little better than Stafford, but my official pick to win Super Bowl 56 is going to be the LA Rams. I gotta go with the NFC. I think the Rams are just better built. I think they're the better team, and that they're going to take care of business. Cincinnati might be a little pester, but I'm going with the Rams 42, Cincinnati 16. And why would you throw a pass like that? You're not going to get a field goal range with a little pass like that. So here we go. This is probably going to be the last play. Because I highly doubt Cincinnati is going to get in the field goal range and out of bounds in time. They got to get to at least like the 40 and out of bounds.
Throwing, Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds.
So here we go. Will the game come down to a Hail Mary? Will Joe Burrow throw the ball to Jamar Chase and, you know, someone just not cover him, or the ball get tipped? We'll see.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Comes down to this. 3-man rush. Plenty of time. Burrow throws the ball deep down the right-hand side, and it is incomplete. Yeah. Nope, and there you go. The Bengals are still winless in the Super Bowl. The Rams, who paid and did everything they could to be Super Bowl or bust, paid off, at least in Madden. Oh, isn't that nice? LA Rams are on top of the world. Maybe all the homeless, they'll let all the homeless people in the stadium to celebrate with them. There you go. Yeah, Stafford. You know, I'd love to see Stafford win just because of all the suffering he did in Detroit. But there you go. There you have it. One hell of a game. Cincinnati records 2 safeties. LA Rams bounce back though. But there you go. One hell of a game. And I'm hoping for just the same on actual Super Bowl Sunday. They don't really give us an MVP. But there you have it. LA Rams 30, Cincinnati 28. I mean, it's been one hell of a season. Man has one last opportunity to get it right. Otherwise, man was 10-13 this year with all our simulations, and comes down to this. But like I said, I think the Rams are going to win. Man thinks the Rams are going to win. And we'll just have to wait for Sunday, February 13th to find out. So, thank you for all those who tuned in to watch live on Twitch. Otherwise, catch it on YouTube once I get it posted up. But anyways, that'll do it for this year. Until next year, I guess. Adios, muchachos.